Hello, I'm Audio. I haven't really felt like recording much lately, but I do get the urge to record some things sometimes, and this is one of the things that I wanted to record and show you. I've been playing a lot of Shogun 2 recently, and it's fun, and I love it, but I'm getting a lot of these assholes that don't actually have any strategy, and they don't actually do anything remotely good at the game, and I thought I would show one off. Because it's infuriating. This is Fall of the Samurai. That's what army I'm using. You have the option to use a Fall of the Samurai army, which takes place during the Boshin War, or a classic army. So you can have rifles against somebody with bows, you know, and it's still balanced. They've managed to make it work pretty well. You can fight them. You can fight against them with either army. And lose or win. And this guy's army is a Fall of the Samurai army as well. He has a bunch of really elite units. He has foreign units, French Marines, Imperial Guard infantry. Those are really high tier. They're expensive. And he just has a couple groups of exceptionally good infantry, you know, like best you can get. And then he's got some cavalry to, you know, fight against what cavalry I have, so I can't just run in there and blow him away. But he also has this little unit here. Let me put my mic in my mouth and I'll show to it. It is an Armstrong gun. Now these, you know, they're fine. They're artillery. They do exactly what you expect it to do, and it's fine. It doesn't bother me. But his whole fucking strategy was to sit on this hill. You know that? Like, that's all he knew how to do. He didn't know how to actually play the game. He just knew how to put guys on the hill, so, you know, clear terrain advantage. You don't attack uphill. That's generally a terrible idea. And there's not really enough room behind him for me to position stuff over there to get in good on him. I have bow cavalry. I try to do that later into the fight, and it's just not possible because he rearranges and he would level my bow unit. I can't do that. So what we have here is a guy who, his whole idea for winning, I'm trying to capture these buildings. This is my army, and you can see the amount of damage he does to my troops. 25 guys from one shell, you know, more go, and I obviously can't do that. These are all my rifle units right here, way lower tier than what he has. I can't lose them. And I have a mostly military army, or melee army here. I sent horses down to capture that building. The buildings give bonuses. And if you have both the buildings at the same time, it forces the other player to come to you because a timer starts. And I tried to trigger that. And, you know, when I realized what his strategy was, I just moved my units, knew I was going to lose a whole bunch because he's a huge faggot, and I would put them in the trees and whatever. But his whole strategy is based on let me see how many dudes I can kill with my artillery before I have to actually try. I don't know how to do anything complex or cool, so I'm just gonna do this. Let me fast forward it here because he just does the same thing, and I fail a lot over here. See, look at what he does. It just pisses me off. And I get my cavalry in here close before he discovered them. And I attack his units, but it's in the woods. You generally don't want to attack a cavalry in the woods. I really fucked that up bad. But that's fine. So then I pull back, and you know, I have my unit stationed here as well, defensively. But I do that because I intend to capture this. And I don't think you can see the range. There you go. That is the range of my rifles. So if he tried to like move down that hill, I could move my guys into position and kill them all, no problem. Which would force him to go around this way, which takes longer, and once I have my units stationed there, it's a better advantage. You know, but this is it. This is all he knows how to do. This is his grand strategy. This douchebag. You know, like, I don't have a problem with the artillery itself. I have a problem with people doing this. Like, someone who is clearly not good at the game, someone who clearly has no idea how to play the game. You know, and it forces me. These kinds of people aren't necessarily that hard to beat.
Sir,
you just have to like
attack.
exert yourself way more than they do to get the win. You know, these people take pot shots at your general and hope that they'll kill your general, and then they instantly win because you have no morale on your side of the field. Hey, I'm so good at the game. Yeah, I hate these people. I'm a little bitter about them.
Your
And
men
like,
are
he
routing,
moves in
sir.
one group of infantry to cap my thing. That's the kind of person he is. Like that's gonna succeed? No. I have my whole army. I'm not gonna leave my whole army hidden because you have Armstrong guns. Then he moves these guys in up here. They get shot up pretty bad, and he tries to rearrange. He doesn't know how to do that properly, so he just pulls them back. You know, he doesn't know how to go on offense up here, right? So he tells his Armstrong guns to shoot my guys, because he doesn't actually know how to do it. It's not that hard. Oh, this person. This person. So, yeah. I don't think I do anything particularly well with my cavalry, but he doesn't even do anything well with his own. My general basically owned him. And it just goes. I don't know. Is anyone who even cares about rants watching this? I've been going for a long time. I haven't felt like recording stuff for a while. I've been pretty shit in real life. I don't know. Just not in the mood. I'm sorry, you guys. But, you know, what choice do I have here other than to chase him down? He's not gonna grind out my guys. So, and up here, my favorite unit in the game, the Shinsengumi Police Force. They're just so cool. I love these guys. They aren't really that amazing of a unit, unfortunately, but they're still my favorite, so I still use them all the time. They're rifle armed. They're not a very good rifle unit. It's like a bonus, but they're really good in melee. Well, they're also not better than like dedicated melee units, like, you know, Katana Samurai here I have running. They're better in melee than the other guys, but they work. And, you know, once he realizes, like, oh, I'm just going to send in my cavalry in a giant line and try to win that way. Maybe I can win like that. You know, uphill with a gigantic spread out line into your melee shit right next to your spear units. Maybe I can win if I do that. Then he realizes that that wouldn't work, and he leaves. Ugh. I fought like 4 people who did that yesterday. I tore every single one of them apart, but it took so much longer than necessary because they did that. I don't know how to actually fight against that quickly, so, you know, whatever. And I still had way more losses than he did. Granted, I brought more units, but, I mean, whatever. So, I don't know when I'm gonna start uploading stuff again. I'm audio. Cheers.